Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our sketching lessons. Today, we're going to talk about human anatomy. To study the concept of anatomy, one has to know about three things: body proportions, bones, and muscle groups. We will start with simplified skeleton, that is the basic figure or stick figure. Let's learn about the ideal proportion. The measurements were set during the Renaissance as an idealization of human form, but it's rather obvious that very few people are actually 8 heads tall. To say this is still the best model to start with, as it makes it easier to grasp. At the pelvic bone next, we can simply draw a circle, mark the hip joints, and draw legs. We can place knees and ankle joints on the straight line. This is very simplified but accurate representation of actual bone structure. Moving forward, we'll add the next important volume, that is rib cage. This empty part between the two is belly and the waist area. Next, we will mark shoulder points. This can vary according to the muscle structure of the individual. Finally, the arms. Wrist slightly below the hip joints which sit on it. The elbows are slightly complicated joints that we will learn in our next season in detail. The fingers end roughly at the mid-thigh. Let us see the side profile now. From the side, the spine looks like a flattened S from the base of the skull. It moves down. The shoulder joint is ahead of the spine. The spine connects the skull and the pelvis. The end is called the tailbone. The rib cage is attached to the spine, erected as the chest is normally pushed forward. The hip joint is ahead from vertical axis, which is balanced by the ankle being a bit behind it. Overall effect of the posture is a visual arc. Finally, the arms. The arm is slightly bent and wrist fall forward, right over the hip bone. This structure can be really helpful to capture different body postures in seconds. It is important to have an idea about proportion, bones, and muscle structure in the human body. Anatomy is a huge subject and requires a blend of scientific information and artistic practicality. Practice light hand drawing of these basic figures since the body will build up over it later. These guided lines can be erased as we ink the final structure. It is important to be quick and proportionate while sketching. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to KNMA for more exciting content.